beautiful Wednesday morning. I almost forgot my coffee, so I had to dash out very quickly and get a coffee. I haven't had a coffee today. So today we are going to make a beautiful pendant. I really love this technique, very easy. We're going to be using larger beads to encase the Rivoli, and actually relatively quite quick as well for, you know, in terms of encasing a Rivoli. I got a few different colorways. I'm not sure which color you had in your 12 Days of Christmas. It might have been the pink. I got all three of the pink made up. You can let me know which color do you want me to demo with, and I will demo with that one. So shall I turn you down on the mat and have a look at these beautiful pendants, and we can get started. And I love to hear about all what you've been up to doing during Christmas. I mean, like, it's saying during Christmas, it's not really over yet because we're still in the holidays, but these days between Christmas and New Year's, this is like the, I don't know, the gray zone, sort of speak, because you never really know, like, if you're coming, you don't know what day it is. So there we go, there are the pendants. So the pink one, this is I think what you had in your in your kit. Each one of the kits will make, even and in the 12 Days of Christmas bundle as well, you're gonna make 3 pendants. So you're gonna make the pearls and the seed beads and crystals are gonna be the same color, but the Rivolis, they're gonna be 3 different colors of Rivolis. So when I pick these, I try to match them in a way that you have got different colors in there. So you got a contrasting color, you got a color which is sort of blends in, and you got another sort of a mystery color in there as well. So the colors I have here, the kits I have got here, and they are available on the website, the ones if you want to top up, if you want to get any of the other ones. We got 5 different colorways there. They are beautiful, aren't they? I really loved playing and making this one. So what color would you like me to demo with? We have got this beautiful Montana blue, we got this tealy color, we got the pink, we got the purple, and we got the gold. And while you're doing that, I'm just gonna pull up the website so I can show you very, very quickly. There we go. It will be in a different category. So actually let's pop over to the website and then I can show you very quickly. Right, there we go. So it's different because, like, usually we go into the go into the website and then we go into the video tutorials, but this time you need to come into categories, and there is a category called 12 Days of Christmas. That's where you need to go. So, and you can see all of the days we have done and we are going to do. The kits are there that if you want to top up, if you fancy a different color. So today is day 5 and I'm going to go into day 5, and you can come on, there we go, and you can see those are the 5 colorways we have available as well. Now don't forget that each one of those kits makes 3 pendants. I think I got a hair in my eye. There we go. It's gone. So we got this beautiful gold. We got this beautiful navy blue. We got the pinks. We got the the purples, and we have got the teal. Why is that right? I got the wrong color there. Let's have a look. The aubergine color. It's a bit really, oh, I think I'm missing a color. Ooh, yes, this one. So what have I got wrong here? Well, I've got 2. Oh dear. I promise I haven't had Baileys in my coffee yet. Well, actually, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to show you this in the bag because I don't see, unless if Leanne was taking photo of that one last and it's in the light box. No. Never mind. I'll show you that color in the bag itself. It's a beautiful amethysty color. She called it rosewood, and I love that color name. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna come back to the mat. So we've got 5 colors, and each one of them will make 3 pendants. Like, let's come back to the mat, and I'll show you the rosewood color. So the rosewood color will be this beautiful amethyst, but it's like a dusty amethysty color, and the beautiful amethyst color seed beads, and you get 3 different colors of the beautiful Rivolis in there. So one of them will be sent out, one of them will be blend in, and one of them is kind of like your wild card. Right, okay, so before I get started, I'm just gonna come and say hello to you all. I'm not ignoring you. Good morning, Lucy. Good morning, Camille. Good morning, Charlotte, Annie, Leanne, Meena, Janet. Oh, it's raining there today, Janet. Don't worry. It looks like it's going to rain here as well. So it's the perfect day to stay in and do some beading. Good morning, Diane, Victoria, Celia, another Diane. Lucy just popped the link in there. So if you want to go ahead, you can check it out. Good morning, Robbie. Nice to see you here. And Rachel, Adelina, Camille, yellow gold. You're already telling me what color do you want me to me demo it. So are we doing the snail race? So Camille is saying yellow gold. There we go. That's gonna come down. Leanne is saying teal, but I think the teal is what I mixed up because that's not the color we have. We have got the aubergine amethyst color instead of the teal. I don't know why the teal mixed up. I don't know where's the color. I mean, it's between Christmas and New Year's. Like, you have to give me some slack. Purple, please. Leslie is saying. Good morning, Angel. Our colors are lovely, yes. Good morning, avid beaders from a very foggy, wet Kent. And then you have a little conversation. Elaine, good morning. Natalie, good morning. Ruth, good morning. Rachel, good morning. Rachel's saying I'm liking the rosewood color, so I'm going to take that one. Maybe we should do that because I can't find a sample, so I don't know where it's gone. Maybe they're taking it home. Bless her. Rosewood, yes. Dan is saying navy. Pink. Purple. Purple, I think the purple has one. Raining in South Wales. Hi, Ian. Right, okay, so we're gonna get started. The purple has one. Most of you said the purple, so I'm gonna go and do the purple. Actually, it's quite a nice color, and I think it's gonna show up nicely on the camera as well. So in your kit, you're gonna have, when you open it, you're gonna have a strand of 6mm pearls. I just put some lotion on my hands. You can see I can't grab the bag. Oh, what's going on? Julie's saying navy, Janet is saying purple, Saba is saying purple, and saying purple. I think purple is one at right. Right, okay, so when you open it, you're going to have a 6mm pearls. You're going to have premium bicones 4mm. You're going to have size 11 seed beads. You're going to have 3mm pearls, and you're going to have 3 different colors of Rivolis in there. Now this one, the 2 purples are slightly similar. One of them is lighter, the other one is darker. And then you have this beautiful emerald green. I think we should put that one inside it. I think that would look really, really good today. Right, now the thread you need to use for this one is AA. So we're not using the D. Usually we use the D thread for a lot of things, but today we're going to be using the AA. Because you need it just like tiny bit, little bit thinner than usual. So I'm gonna treat myself to a new needle here since it's Christmas, and we're gonna get started. So I want you to tell me how did Christmas go? What you've been up to, what you did. Was there any mishaps in our house? Usually there is. I put something in the oven and I forget to take it out. Oh, then it's saying yes to emerald. Absolutely, we're going to put that one in there. So we're going to start. I'm just cut the strand. We're going to start with 14 of these lovely pearls. So 5, 10, 14. There we go. So I'm just going to get those out of the way. I might just open up the bags and put them to the side. Sabi's asking, is there a dot to distinguish the threads? So when you look at your threads, and I'll got AA's here, and my D's. Have I got a D? There is my D tray. So the difference between the 2 threads on the AA, you have got like, can you see the blue line in the middle? And that's always there on the AA's. Now in the D's, there is either no dot at all, so just very plain in the middle, or if you have got one of the older ones, which I've got another one here, has got a red line going through it. So That's how you distinguish it. So the double A is blue. Oh, what's going on? I can't open bags today. This is not going to end well today. Actually, let's move that a little bit. Oh, so you're saying my granddaughter got COVID 2 days before, so all plans had to change. Oh, bless her. Sending her loads of hugs and kisses. Get well soon. Right, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up all 14 of these beautiful 6mm pearls. And this is going to be the base row. This is going to be the backbone of our pendant. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, don't run away. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. So what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to get rid of that thread. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to go through all of these beads from the tail end to form a circle. So I'm going to take it all the way down and I'm going to come through all of them from the tail end and pull it tight. And I want to go all the way around until I get to where, I'll just rub this around my finger, until I get where my tail is. Just push these to the side a bit. We don't need them anyway yet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go all the way around. As many beads as I can at the same time. Then I resurface up in between beads and pulling it tight. There we go. Mary saying, oops, that went off too quickly. Morning, everyone. Season's greeting. I don't seem to be able to find the kit on the website. So it's not in the video section. There is Simon and the guys made up a new category for it. So if you click on categories on the right hand side at the top, it will come up and you need to look for 12 days of Christmas and everything is in there. Every single day is in there. Right, I've gone all the way around. I'm going to pull it tight. And actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and knot this together. But before I do that, I just want to get rid of. Sometimes from the middle of the pearls, you have got a little bit of paint coming out. And I don't like to see them on my mat. Right, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to knot this together. Just left over right, right over left. Just a normal knot to do. There we go. And then coming back on myself and pulling it nice and tight. So I got just a circle. This is what we are going to start with. Now from here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to right out of the knot. I'm not going to go to any of the beads. I'm going to pick up a single seed bead and then I'm going to go through one of the pearls. Doesn't matter which direction you're going to travel as long as you go to one of the pearls. And I'm going to pull this up nice and tight. And the knot most probably going to go into the seed bead, but that is why we got the seed bead there to hide that knot. So I'm going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 seed beads this time. And I'm going to jump back 2 pearls. So I'm going to count back 1, 2, and then I'm going to come through this pearl here and then the pearl I was just coming out of. So we're just adding and I'm going to pull this up nice and tight. So we're just adding 4 seed beads to the bottom there. And what's this doing is start to pull our circle shape into an oval. Then I'm going to run all the way up to the top. So I'm going to go through the next 6 bead. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead and then go through the next one. Dan is asking, will the pattern be sent out for this? Yes, it has been sent out already. Check your emails, check your spam folder as well. It comes to like a newsletter. That's how Simon set it up. So do check it out. If you haven't got it, then do get in contact and we can send it for you. Susan is saying good morning from New York, USA. Good morning to you as well, lovely. Should have gotten thread this kit. I don't seem to have any. Maybe they were like weren't inside the kit, but they are inside the bundle itself. So do have a look, because you should have got a AA thread, and you should have got another couple as well for the other kits as well, because I know that I matched the colors up. Right, so I'm doing this next 4. And just step back once, but this time I'm not going to go through both of the pearls. I'm just going to come through the first pearl. So my thread is exiting right next to a single seed bead, and can you see our sort of frame is already forming, because we have got the shape of the Rivoli with our pearls. There we go. So I'm going to go and I'm going to start creating a sort of a crown on the top of these pearls. So right where I am right now, I'm going to pick up 1 crystal, I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads, I'm going to pick up 1 pearl and another crystal, and I'm going to come through the same pearl I'm exiting at again. So I'm going to come through that pearl, and then I'm going to go through the next one as well. Sometimes I can, like, depending on how you can manipulate it, you can go through both of the pearls at the same time. Sometimes you just have to go through one, take your needle up and go through the second one again. Make sure your thread is not twisted. And then I'm going to go through the next pearl. Now this time, what we're picking up is going to be slightly different. So I'm going to pick up 1 crystal, I'm going to pick up 1 3mm pearl and just 1 seed bead. So 1 crystal, 1 3mm pearl and 1 seed bead. And then I'm going to come back down. So I'm going to come back down because we're going to start borrowing beads from the previous circles as we go around. So I want to come back down through this seed bead and the crystal. And when I pull this up, they're just going to share. So the 2 loops are sharing the seed bead and a crystal. Then I'm going to go along the pearl I was going out of before adding the beads, and the one in front of it as well. Let me just zoom out a tiny bit. There we go. There we go. And then pull this through. Now, we're only going to add the seed beads here at the top and the bottom. So if I bring you one in what I already finished, we're only adding seed beads here in the corners. The rest of them, we're not going to be adding the seed beads in yet, just going to add the pearls. So from here, all the way until you get down to the bottom, you're going to pattern repeat. So when you pick up a crystal and going to pick up a 3mm pearl, you're going to go down through the crystal from the previous loop and along 2 pearls and pull tight, and you're going to repeat this 4 more times until you get down to the bottom. So you're coming out right next to that seed bead. So a crystal and the pearl. Victoria is saying yes, I got one. The instructions were sent out this morning. Simon emailed them because I got a copy of it, so I know they went out. Sometimes you could, like, if something is attached or something, you could have a problem with the emails. Maybe for next year we need to rethink it, and maybe we need to do like a messenger group for the 12 days or something. We will every single year you learn. Unfortunately, this year the premiere on Facebook, the premiere videos not really working the same way as they worked last year, but never mind. There's always room to improve. So Karen said, just check my kit. I didn't get either. If you didn't get any thread, or if anything is missing from your kit, please get in contact. Just message Simon. They will sort it out and they will send it out for you. Not a problem. I'm really, really sorry if you are missing something from your kit. Right, so I'm right down to the bottom, and we just created this sort of a it's like a crown sitting on the top of the pearls. Now from here, when we write down at the bottom, we kind of need to create the same what we had at the top. So I'm going to pick up 1 crystal I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads, and I'm going to pick up 1 pearl. So we just want to create that corner with the seed beads. And then I'm going to come down the crystal as usual. And I know I won't be able to go to both of the pearls there at the same time. So I'm just going to take them one at a time. Let's get this tail out of the way. And then come through the next pearl. Adrian is saying, I didn't get thread, but trying with the thread. Yeah, it will still work with D, but then like try to go down in the. What about needles? Did you get needles? Because that should have been, the thread and needle should have been in the same bag. I don't have it either. I will send an email, no worries. Yeah, please do. And if anything like that happens, you know, I'm really sorry. It's not meant to be. It's just like they've been really busy and perhaps they just forgot to pick it, because that's the last thing what they put in the kit, the thread and the needles. Right, so I'm gonna come down. I picked up one crystal, 1 pearl and 1 seed bead. And I'm gonna come down through the second seed bead, the one before the crystal and the crystal. And then I'm going to move along 2 pearls. And just get that thread out of the way. 1, 2. And there we go. And I'm going to repeat what I did on this side. So I'm just picking up a crystal and a pearl. Going down to the crystal along the next 2 pearls. Picking up the next crystal and another pearl. And right, these things, she didn't get any thread. So everybody who didn't get thread in their kit, please get in contact with Simon. Just message Totally Beads, and I'm sure they will sort it out for you. They will send another one out for you. So I'm gonna do this all the way until I get to the top. So this is my last set I'm gonna be adding. And now I can't pick up a crystal because I'm right next to the very first crystal I added. So what I need to do, I need to complete my circle. I'm gonna come up to this crystal, which is right in front of me. I'm gonna pick up a pearl and then go down on the other side, just like that. Now, before I pull this tight, I'm going to grab my Rivoli and I'm going to add it in. So what color are we going to go in? Are we going to add into this pendant? I think, Diane, you were saying to add the emerald in. Emerald or purple? Do let me know in the chat which color do you want me to add in. And in the meantime, I just checked back if I missed any other questions there. Right, okay, so I'm just scrolling back. Should have had some thread, didn't realize it was double A, Diane is saying. Oops, that went off quickly. So the pattern would have been emailed out. If you haven't got a pattern, please stay in contact and we can send it to you. If you haven't got the thread in your kit, do check the big bag because it might be in the big bag. If not, then do get in contact with Simon and he's going to sort it out for you. Right, emerald. Lucy's saying emerald green. Emerald, emerald, light purple, emerald, emerald. I think the emerald, light purple, purple. Emerald will look lush. So we're going to go with the emerald color. So at this point, before I pull it tight, I'm going to insert this inside. That actually, you can try it. So even before you insert it, and especially if you're buying more than one color, you can swap the crystals about in it. So for example, this one is from the aubergine, the rosewood kit. So I could take that and put that in there, or that one. So if you get more than one kit, you can swap the colors. So I'm going to pull this nice and tight. Now at this point, my Rivoli can still fall out. It's not secured in there. We need to tighten this up, otherwise this can just slip out. So how I like to hold this, because what I'm going to do next, I'm going to come up and we're going to fill in the gaps in the inner circle and pull it really tight. So I'm going to add this Rivoli in, And then I'm going to hold the Rivoli between my middle finger and thumb. So that's holding it from top and bottom. And then with my, let me zoom out a little, with my index finger and my ring finger, I kind of like hold it from the side. So like holding it together just like that, and then the Rivoli can't escape. Now if you have got problem holding it, you could perhaps use a bit of masking tape on the back. That's an option as well, but for me this is just work. So I'm just holding it on my middle finger, the index finger and the ring finger on the side, and holding it down with my thumb. So as I went down in that crystal, I'm going to pull this tight. I'm going to come along one of these pearls, or a couple of these pearls, doesn't really matter. You just want to come up somewhere. Let's go one more. So we're right in the middle. So I'm going to coming up right in the middle, and then I'm going to come down through this crystal. And I got these 3 seed beads in front of me. Now it doesn't really matter if I'm going to clockwise or anti-clockwise, but I want to go to 2 seed beads to get to my little pearl, and then go through the pearl as well. So crystal, 2 seed beads and the pearl. Just zoom back in. That's what you need to go through. And it's still wiggling in there, but not a problem. I'm just keep moving it around, and I'm holding it down. Now, as I'm coming out of this pearl, I'm going to pick up just 1 seed bead and go into the next pearl. And then pick up another seed bead, go into the next pearl, go into the next seed bead, next pearl, and all the way around. You're going to be adding a single seed bead in between every single one of your pearls. You're pulling it tight, but you don't need to pull too tight at this point, because we're going to be coming back and we're going to be going through and tightening this row up just in a sec. Your spare fingers, Camille, absolutely. Your spare fingers. I think Sarah got that for us. That's it. It's a thing. She made spare fingers a thing. Thank you so much for the stars, Charlotte. Really much appreciated. Right, when you get down to the bottom, I don't need to pick up a seed beads because I have got a seed bead right in front of my pearl here. So I'm going to go through that pearl and that seed bead as well. And I'm not going to pick up another seed bead. What I'm going to do, just turn this around. I'm going to go straight up into the seed bead on the other side and through the pearl. So at the top and the bottom, we're not adding an extra seed bead, we're just pulling that together. And he's saying, likewise, I'm afraid I didn't get a double-A thread in my kit, but I have some from before, so I'm not concerned. Thank you. If you didn't get the thread, I don't know. I have to check it with them, with the warehouse, if they spooled it down or how did it look like. It's definitely not in the little bag where your kit is. It should be in the big bag, like separately, I think. That's how I seen David doing it. But get in contact and Simon will message you back. All right, so I'm just adding the single seed beads going all the way to the top. And I'm pulling it tight. And you can see as I'm pulling it tight, like look, let's Lucy up. As I'm pulling it tight, can you see the inner circle is just getting smaller and it's going on the top of the Rivoli. So it's holding the Rivoli down. And I'm just going to get all the way to the top. Now, when I get to the top, I'm going to need to add one more seed bead. I'm going to go up into the seed beads here. So I'm going to go into 1 and 2, and I'm going to stop right in front of the crystal. And I'm going to pull this up nice and tight. And now I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads. And I'm going to turn myself around straight away. So I'm coming out of these seed beads. I'm traveling to this direction. So I'm going to come with these 2. I just added and go down. So I'm going to be securing these 2 seed beads right to the top. And what I need to do at this point is just to run around the whole of the middle circle. You can see my thumb there on the Rivoli. And then pull this nice and tight. And I'm just going to tap on this at the top so they sit nicely side by side. So we just got 2 seed beads sitting on the top there. That's all we got so far, and we're gonna go into the front of the pendant and run around once or twice just on this inner circle, just really tightening this up, because this is what's gonna hold, oops, the Rivoli down in place. There we go. So as I'm going around, I'm just tightening it up. When I get down to the bottom, I'm just come straight up through the seed beads, and every single time I come up, I pull it a little bit tighter. So every 3 or 4 beads, I come up. Oh, come on, thread. You've been so good to me this morning. Oh, I got a little knot on there. That's what it is. I am not very lucky with knots this week. The Saturday as well, I had a really, really big one. Right, let's very quickly undo this. So I'm going to stick one needle into the knot, and then I'm going to unpick it with another needle. There we go. This one was a quick one. It came apart. There we go. Just pull it out. And I'm going to keep going around until I get back to the top. But maybe go around one more time. So go around twice to have a nice and tight inner circle on our pendant. Right, this time I'm not going to go on all the way to the top. I'm going to stop after the first seed bead, pull it tight and turn back on the second seed bead, and I'm going to go around one more time. But you can feel it. Depending on how tight is your beadwork, the more tighter you are, probably once is around, it's enough to go around. If you're a little bit looser, then go around an extra time as well, and each time just pulling it a bit tighter. Oh, Lucy's saying her tree's coming down today. She had enough. I had a few people saying on Facebook, like, oh, when is it good to take the tree down? No, I'm not ready to say goodbye to my Christmas tree yet. It needs to stay up there for like all the effort you make to decorate it and get it down the well, climb up to the loft, get it down and put it up and decorate it, and like, you know, I want to have it out a little bit longer. Right, as I am to the top now, I'm not going to go through anymore. I'm quite happy with it. It's nice and tight. I'm going to go into right to the top of the beadwork here. I'm going to go into one of those seed beads we just added, and I'm coming out. Can you see? Just one of them. So I'm going to pick up 2 more seed beads, and we're going to go into a 2-bead herringbone here. And as I'm coming out on the right hand side, let me just turn it so you can see it better. So as I'm coming out, if I put my finger behind it perhaps, so as I'm coming out on the right hand side, I'm going to come, and my thread is going upwards. I'm going to come back down on the left hand side, just like that, and add these 2 on the top. So I got like a square of beads here, and I'm going to go back up. I'm going to step to the right hand side again from the bead before and go through that one. And at the same time, I'm going to go through one of the new ones I just added and pull this up nice and tight. So these 2 beads are just going to sit on top of the previous 2 beads, and I'm going to repeat this over and over again until I have got about an inch worth of beading. So every single time going down, stepping to the side, coming through 1 and then 2. Actually, if I turn it around, oh no, because then it's on the wrong base. I like to have my thread on the right hand side. Lucy's saying, yes, they say 12 days after, I think, but I'm fed up with it now. Oh yeah, it is 12 days. I think it's that's when you have to get it down. Your Christmas decoration, when you're into the new year. Sometimes I think once Christmas is gone, like for me, sometimes for sure, like some years you just like want to get back to, like, you want to start a new year. And you're looking for a New Year's resolution, and you want to, like, I usually get like this surge of energy from somewhere to sprinkle in the house and do things and You know, just want to, you want to embrace the new year. I think that's what it is. Like for me, for sure, sometimes. And he's saying, I keep my tree up until we get into the new year. Then I can't wait to take it down and get back to normal. Yes, absolutely. Once, like on was it 2 or 3 years ago? I can't remember. But anyway, the kids painted these little MDF, like Christmas tree type of trees. They didn't, like, you know, we were supposed to decorate it with beads, and we were supposed to like maybe add some, like, you know, something around it, but we just painted it green, and they were on the mantelpiece. And like they are like kind of Christmassy, but not really that much Christmassy because it's not decorated, so it's just a tree, to be honest. So they were on the mantelpiece in the dining room, and I packed all the Christmas stuff away, and I realized it must have been March, April time. Like it was like in the new year, a few months in the new year, that those trees are still up on the mantelpiece. Like I knew, kind of like in the back of your mind, you knew there, but you didn't really sort of pay attention to it. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I can take this down. And then I was like, oh, I need to go and get the box from the loft, and like, you know, and then pack it away and take the box back up to the loft. I was like, oh, I just like, I'll do it next weekend. And then it was next weekend, and before I knew it, it was like June, July time. And I was like, you know what? I might as well just leave it up for now. So I was super early with decorations that year for the following year. Yeah, the room always looks much bigger once the deck is down, absolutely. But it's nice. It's nice to do it. Right, I am maybe at a few more. I want to do about 1 inch or so of this beading here, because you're going to be folding. This is going to be our bell, and we're going to be folding it in half. Now, this technique could work for other Rivolis as well, but you're going to have to play with the size of the beads or the number of the beads. You're going to have to adjust the pattern to suit the Rivoli you have. And if you're doing different than an eye shape, then you don't need to do the corners. So it's beautiful. Is this enough? Let me just fold it in half. I add a couple more. One more for luck and one more for good measure too. Feels tidy too. Lona is saying, just check my bundle. There is various threads and needles in it. Double check, as may have been popped in with another kit. If that makes sense. My threads and needles are there. Any issues, just contact Simon Turtle Beads. Yeah. So where was your thread and needle, Lucy? Was it in another kit, or was it in just the main bag? Do let me know, please, so we can because I'm sure like maybe they would miss one or two, but they wouldn't miss a whole bunch of them. But sometimes the way they put it in is quite not clear. Where is it gone? But they always try to. Right, so we got the length of our bell. Now, the way how we started this bell, we started it on a single seed bead. Yeah, threads. I had threads in kit 7 and 9, so I'm not contact Simon, he will sort it out. So the way how we started this single herringbone little stitch bell is we started on the top of a single seed bead. So what does this mean? Let me just zoom out a little bit so we can see it better. So what does this mean is that even if you put your bell on and you get it twisted, you can untwist it, because that's on that single seed bead, your bell can twist. So sometimes when you fold something over, and I did it so many times as well, that I end up with a twisted end, because what you need to do now, you need to fold this bell in half. So either fold it on itself. So I'm just going to put my Rivoli down, front facing down, and this single seed bead we added, this is the one where we're going to hook our bell in. So as I'm coming out of the right hand side of here, I'm going to go from right to left into that single seed bead at the back. Ruth is saying, and I had to unwrap all the kids to have a look. And then I'm going to come up. So this single seed bead is connected to this side of the bell. So I'm going to come up through this bead here and pull it tight. And with that, we finished our bell. Now you can make this bell bigger, smaller, any way you like. What I like to do now is run all the way to the front and then run all the way to the back again, just to really secure it, to add more strength to your bell, to stitch these beads together. And if your beadwork was a little bit looser at this stage, then by doing this, you're just tightening it all up. I have only opened day 5, but there was a loose spool of thread and a needle in a big bag. I think I had a loose spool and a needle in a big bag too. Lucy's saying, so do have a look. Yeah, we get Simon to clarify what they did. Bless them, they were ever so busy when they were getting them out. So I'm just turning around and I'm coming back and I'm going to go towards the back. So I'm just turned around on that very first bead there. I'm just going to pull this nice and tight as well. And when I get to the back, I mean, you can repeat this going backwards and forwards a couple of times if you want to. When I get to the back, I'm going to go through a single seed bead again. And what I would like to do now, I'm going to go and take my thread through all of these pearls right down where my tail is. So I'm going to go through the pearls all the way down where my tail is. And then once again, I'm going to knot my tail end and my working end together to finish it nicely and tightly. And then before I cut this off, before I cut the thread off, never cut it off right next to the knot. I'm going to go and continue my thread. It doesn't really matter which beads you're going to be going through. Just go through a few beads. I like to stay on the back side so the going through the 6mm pearls. Take your thread through a few beads, pull it tight, and then cut it off. So I went to about 4 or 5 beads there, and then I can cut this off. And then I'm going to take my tail end. I'm going to add the needle on that as well, and I'm going to take that through a few beads. Sorry, I had to lick the end of the thread. It's a habit, I guess. Right, there we go. And I'm going to pull this through nicely. And I can take this to the opposite direction, just to be different by a few more beads, and then I can cut this again. Now, one more thing what I like to add. So if your beading was quite loose, look at how pretty is that. If your beading was quite loose, what you can do at the back, so my one is all right, so it's not really squidgy, it's not coming loose. But if your beading was loose, there is one more remedy what you can do. When you're coming down to knot your thread with your tail, you could add some seed beads here in between the back, pulling your beadwork together if you need to. I don't need to because my one is quite nice and tight, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. But there is always like things what you can tweak it, but I know some of you out there have got quite a loose attention. Right, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit and then gonna bring in the other color as well. So how beautiful is that? For the purple, very, very different, even though it's the same pearls and the same crystals. Looks so pretty. Can't wait to try this. Yeah, you have to go. Anybody, well, not everybody, not anybody, everybody. When you make your makes, please pop pictures into the handmade group, because or send me a picture, or send it to me in a bottle or with a pigeon, or anyway, email it to me any way you like. But I love to see what you making and what you create. What color you got, Meena is saying. So I think in the bundle it was the pinks. Am I right, Lucy? And this one is the purple. Then we have got the gold, we got the navy, and we got this beautiful rosewood color, which I can't find a sample. I made one up for Leanne to photograph it, but we have been moving bits about, and it's gone on walkies, I'm afraid. I don't know where is it gone, but they are really beautiful. I really loved making these up. Natalie's saying I love your ring. Oh yeah. So this is gonna be coming up, and this is the other one. I was just sorting this the other day, so this is gonna be coming up. Actually, let me put you on a little one, so they're sitting right next to each other. This is gonna be coming up very soon. They are beautiful. So again, we will be encasing a Rivoli, but we're going to be making a bling ring, and we got another ring coming up, which is the, I haven't got it here. Oh yes, I have. So okay, then I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing. So today is Wednesday, right? Yeah. So on Friday we are going to be doing I got 2 more rings. We're going to be doing 2 more rings, and on Friday I'm going to be showing to you this beautiful flat celini ring. Very easy, but really, like, you know, it's something different, but it's quite flat. This is sort of like the everyday ring. You can just wear it, go and get shopping, and then on Sunday we're going to take it up a notch, and we're going to be doing a bling ring. Now you can still wear this every day. I would, like, I had it on today because I just like the sparkle, but definitely a beautiful cocktail ring. There is a couple of, like, both of the rings are made exactly the same. This one just has got extra seed beads in it. Just take those out of the picture so the camera can focus. This one just got extra seed beads in it, extra decorations on it to this, but they're both made the same way. So we're going to be doing this on Sunday, and then on Tuesday, am I saying Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday we will be doing a necklace with tile beads. So we got exciting projects coming up. I know last year we didn't really do any rings, so that's why this year I have made sure that we got a couple of stitch rings in there, just to play around with, because something like this, like, you know, you can wear it anytime. And I kind of like, I love rings, and I love wearing rings, although I haven't been wearing rings so much lately because my fingers do swell up. But perhaps you could make 2 different rings with a couple of different bands if you have that problem too. But I really do love, and I think we haven't really paid that much attention to rings, because we always do bracelets and necklaces, and rings are. Oh, Dianne is saying that's my favorite the flat celini ring. Yeah, it is really nice. We're gonna make a whole ring together on Friday. I would match the ring with the pendants. I'm not sure what color. What color did they put in for the rings? I haven't got my tray. I think I left it in the lounge because I was sorting out the colors. But I do think maybe I don't know. You have to have a look. Maybe it's pinkish. Right. Okay. Natalie's saying I look forward to making links. Right. So let me come back to the main camera. Everybody, thank you so much for watching me today. I'm wishing you I don't know, like, is it still okay to say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays? Chill time, perhaps. Beading time, beautiful beading time. So I wish you to a relaxing few days, a peaceful few days between these holidays, between this grey period in here where we are going through, like, oh, I don't even know what day it is. I don't know what time it is, sort of a time. And I'll be back on Natalie's going to be with you tomorrow, and I'll be back on Friday, and we're going to be making this beautiful ring. So everybody had a good couple of days, and I'll see you very soon.